Okay, my dear students, today very simple topic I'm going to teach you, that is division. Okay, so here we will first study about the basic thing of division. Basic thing of division, like it's 73 is divided by 5. Okay, you can divide it. How to divide, by 5 you have to divide 73. Okay, 5 1 ja 5. Okay, so the number by which any number is divided, the number is called divisor, and the number which is divided by this number by divisor is called dividend. So 5 is the divisor and 73 is the dividend. Okay, now 5 1 ja 5, 2 3, 5 4 ja 20, 3. So here this 5 is called divisor. Okay, this 14 is called quotient, and this 73, remember, this 73 is called dividend, and the last, this is called which number, the number which is not divided by 5, it is called remainder. Okay, it is called remainder. Now why I have taught this, just to make you understand about divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder. Okay, you should be able to understand. You see here, like how to get the 73 here. So if you multiply 5 and 14, and if you add 3, then you will get 73. It means, like, if you multiply 5 and 14 and add 3, then how much you will get? 5 14 ja 70, this plus 3, it is now how much it becomes? 73. 73 is what? Dividend. It means this is dividend. Okay, so how to get the dividend? Formula, if you have to find the dividend, okay, if quotient, divisor and remainders are given, and if you have to find the dividend, then you can apply this method. Like how to get the dividend, you see here, we need to multiply divisor and quotient. Okay, divisor and quotient. Okay, divisor and quotient we have to multiply. Okay, after multiplying these two, we have to add the remainder. Okay, remainder. Okay, so you get dividend. Okay, how to get? You see, divisor is what? 5. Quotient is how much? 14. Remainder is how much? 3. I have already done here. Okay, it will come 73. So this is how we get dividend. Okay, this is one formula. So this by this formula you can find a divisor also, quotient also, remainder also. Okay, now this is very important thing which you had to learn. Now I'm going to teach you, if you divide any number by 10, okay, by 10, you don't have to go for the division process. Okay, if you have to divide any number by 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, okay, then we can divide it technically, like you see here. If you divide any number by 10, you always remember that the ones digit, except the ones digit, other all will be quotient, and the ones digit will become remainder. Okay, so you always keep in mind that 732, if 732 is divided by 10, then ones digit is 2, so this ones digit will become remainder. So, and whatever remaining digits are there, all the remaining digits together will be the quotient. Okay, so quotient will be here without division process, very simple. Quotient will be 73. Okay, and remainder will be 2. Okay, divisor, divisor is 10. Okay, and dividend is 732. In the same process here, you see here, 5463 is divided by 10. If you divide then one's digit will be remainder and the other all will be quotient. So first you have to say that dividend is, which is dividend? Dividend is 5463 is the dividend and 10 is the divisor. Okay, if you divide any number by 10, then if dividend is any number and divisor is 10, then you always keep in mind that quotient. How to get the quotient? How to get the quotient? Quotient will be all other digits except the ones digit. Okay, so 546 is the quotient and remainder is 3. Okay, now you come here, very simple. In the same process, if you divide any number by 100, no need to divide for the long process. Okay, very simple. If you divide this by 100, then it will be divided like this. When you divide any number by 100, then ones and tens digit. Okay, ones and tens digit, this 2 digit will be the, you have to keep in mind that whenever you divide any big number by 100, then ones and tens digit, the number which is formed by ones and tens digit, that number will be the remainder. Okay, so which will be the remainder? Remainder will be 26 and remaining digits, the number which is formed by the remaining digits except ones and tens digit, all remaining digits will be quotient. So it will be, quotient will be 707. In the same pattern, here remainder will be 43. Okay, and quotient will be 673. Okay, now you see here, whenever you divide any number by 1000, then 3 digit, ones, tens and 100 digit. Okay, this 3 digit will be remainder. Okay, remainder will be 724. Whenever you divide any big number by 1000, whenever you divide a big number by 1000, then 3 digits. Okay, ones from the right side, ones, tens and 100 digit, the number which will be formed by ones, tens and 100 digits, that will be the remainder, and the quotient, the remaining digits will be the quotients, means the number which is formed by remaining digits except ones, tens and 100 digit, that is quotient. Okay, the same pattern, this number is also 1000. Now this number is divided by 1000, 1000 is the divisor, and then 74,12,608 is the dividend. So if you divide this, then 3 digit like 608, last 3 digit means ones, tens and 100, the number which is formed by the last 3 digit, that number will be remainder, quotient, and now other remaining digits will be quotient. Okay, very simple thing. Okay, now if you see page number exercise 31, page number 37, exercise 31, page number 37, you can do from your book. Okay, another thing I want to tell you, you always keep in mind that whenever we divide any number by the same number, okay, like if you divide 7 by 7, you will get 1. Like similarly, if you divide 19,062 by 19,062, then you will get 1. It means whenever we divide any number by itself, then we always get 1. And whenever we divide any number by 0, the result will be always 0. Or if you divide 0 by 7, any number, then it will be 0.